So the driver and passenger stepping out.
Imagine this. A massive 18-wheeler barreling through Southern California streets without a trailer, weaving through traffic, red lights flashing, police sirens screaming behind it. Now picture a SWAT BearCat, an armored rescue vehicle, slamming into that semi in a desperate bid to stop it before disaster strikes. This is not a movie. This happened in real life, and tonight we're taking you inside the dramatic pursuit that had millions glued to their screens. But what led to this heart-stopping showdown? And how did it all end? Stay tuned as we reveal every shocking moment. On a calm weekday morning in September 2025, traffic flowed as usual across the 15 freeway in Fontana, California. Unknown to commuters, a routine patrol had just flagged down a semi-truck for plates that didn't match the vehicle, a red flag for possible theft or tampering. Instead of pulling over, the driver kept going. No trailer was attached, making the truck lighter and faster. Fontana police activated their lights and sirens. The semi accelerated, heading toward the 60 freeway. From helicopter camera, viewers saw two black and white patrol cars weaving through cars to keep up. The commentator noted how unusual this chase was. A semi-truck without a trailer, moving at moderate but dangerous speeds. How do you stop something this big? Was the driver a trained trucker, a thief, or someone with a more dangerous plan? Nobody knew yet. As the pursuit moved from Fontana toward Fullerton, California Highway Patrol offered to deploy spike strips. But Fontana PD declined, perhaps confident, perhaps cautious. Spike strips against a 10-wheeled big rig can be unreliable, and a failed attempt might escalate risk to civilians. The semi drove steadily but erratically through lanes, sometimes on emergency shoulders. The roads were partially shut down at times, but the truck slipped through, even using an emergency lane to bypass a full stop. Onlookers and news commentators wondered aloud. Who was inside? Was it just the driver? Was the passenger trying to talk him down? What was the destination? Every minute that passed raised a new question. Would the driver head for a crowded area? Soon the semi exited the freeway and rolled into surface streets near Garden Grove and Fullerton. Red lights were ignored. Residential intersections were crossed at 50 mph for a car, high for a big rig in tight streets. Police cruisers stayed back, avoiding risky maneuvers. Helicopter footage showed at least one K9 unit, suggesting officers were preparing for a possible foot chase if the truck stopped. Commentators began to notice movement in the cab. There's definitely someone in the passenger seat. Maybe even more. That mystery deepened the tension. Was this a kidnapping? A hijacking? Or a team effort to escape law enforcement? With each passing block, Fontana PD weighed its options. A pit maneuver was impossible. The semi outweighed any patrol car. Spike strips were risky. Negotiation was impossible at highway speed. But the semi's speed gave police one advantage. It wasn't at full throttle. It seemed the driver was trying to stay just ahead without causing a crash. Yet the size alone meant any mistake could be deadly for bystanders. The decision was made. Bring in a SWAT BearCat, an armored rescue vehicle built to stop or block large threats. This was not about aggression, but public safety. An armored vehicle could absorb impact and push the semi off course without as much risk to officers. Would the BearCat stop the truck or spark a catastrophic crash? At Beach Boulevard and Franklin Street, the pursuit reached its climax. The semi slowed near an intersection. Traffic around it had been cleared, but any misstep could send the truck plowing into cross traffic. The BearCat moved in from the side. With a thunderous sound, the armored vehicle rammed the semi's cab at an angle enough to jolt, but not overturn. The big rig shuddered, lost momentum, and rolled to a stop. Officers poured in from multiple angles, weapons drawn but focused on control. Commands echoed, "Hands up! Out of the truck!" After tense seconds, two people exited, the driver and a passenger. Both were detained without further incident. The chase was over. Everyone watching held their breath. Had this story ended, or was there one last twist? Miraculously, no civilians were injured. The semi had run low on fuel or oil just as it was stopped, preventing a longer standoff. The BearCat sustained minor damage. The semi's cab was dented but intact. Investigators began piecing together the driver's motives. Early reports suggested the truck might have been stolen. The mismatched plates were the original reason for the stop. The passenger's role remained unclear. For viewers, the live footage was surreal. A real-time drama blending high-risk law enforcement tactics with the unpredictability of a massive commercial vehicle in city streets. What drives someone to take a 10-ton truck on a desperate run? The investigation would reveal more in days to come. This pursuit highlighted challenges officers face daily. Unlike cars, big rigs can't be forced into a spin, and even tire deflation doesn't guarantee a stop. Every decision must weigh public safety against speed of resolution. The use of a BearCat is rare, but shows how agencies prepare for worst-case scenarios. In this case, that preparation likely saved lives. What if the BearCat hadn't been there? How far could the semi have gone? For the public, this story is a stark reminder of the ripple effects of one person's choices. A refusal to stop for a routine traffic check turned into a multi-city chase that endangered countless lives. For law enforcement, it was a lesson in patience, interagency coordination, and the value of specialized equipment. And yet, even with all the training and gear, outcomes can hinge on a single moment. In the end, no innocent lives were lost, but it could have been far worse. This real-life drama shows how quickly an ordinary day can spiral into danger and how crucial it is for officers to make split-second decisions with the public's safety in mind. If you found this story gripping, subscribe to Rapid Response TV for more real police pursuits, behind-the-scenes tactics, and true stories of courage.